Hello guys, this is Joseph D here. I'm back again. Now I'm on the lathe this time and I'm machining an adapter to mount these motor end shields to the lathe to allow them insides of them to be hollowed out. So this is my lathe, it's my big lathe, BVB25. It's about 10 years old, but excuse the mess. I'm like the mad professor here, laugh out loud. Right, a closer look. What I had here was a motor end shield casting that didn't go so well. See there where I had a run out in the mould and part of the casting didn't come out because the metal got lost. So I thought rather than melt this down, I would use the shape to my advantage and I'll bore it out a little bit. Now what I need to do is, you can see I've got it set up in the lathe chuck like this. I need to recess this area here to allow the face part of another motor end shield to mount inside it. So here's a finished motor end shield which is all being, you know, cleaned up. It's perfect. Now this flange here, I'll show you, this outer flange here needs to reside into here to allow it to mount square onto the lathe. So I'll bring that over here a minute, get hold of this, and that will eventually fit like that onto this. This will be the adapter where I'm pointing my finger, and this motor end shield will be mounted to that by bolts to allow this to be hollowed. So my task today is to start making this adapter. So here we go. Start our lathe up. Bring that forward. Now with this you have to be very delicate. Less is always more. Just a very slight amount. Bring that in. Back again. And I'll keep machining like this until I've got the area hollowed. Once I go up to there, I'll turn the tool around and I'll take away that middle part and bore that out. Again. Bring that away. So you can see it spins centrally. That's not too bad. So I'll carry on with this, and once I get to the next stage, we'll continue the video. Now following the centre part out to allow this upper flange here to fit into it. So close up view. To the centre. Back again. Now this will go on until I've got it to the level of this flange here. Once I've reached this level of this part that's sticking out, then that should fit together nicely. This is more like a locating dowel more than anything, to allow this to locate onto that adapter squarely and central, so that way it spins true for me to hollow this area here out. And the next video is coming up soon. Hi, we're back again now. I've just machined that part there so that this fits into here snugly. So these mounting tabs here correspond with that one, and this is where we'll bolt it to. This will be bolted to there by screws to keep it together while it's being machined. So we'll have a machine screw going through here and screwing into that one, or vice versa, probably coming through here and into a tapped hole which will be in this one. And there'll be 4 screws like that on each tab to keep this secured to the adapter, and the adapter will be chucked up in the lathe so that I can bore the inside of this out to allow for the motor windings in the motor bearings to fit. So that's just the basic adapter. You can see how I've machined it inside there to correspond like male and female. That's the male and that's the female part that this goes into. So just line it up. Perfect. And that'll be bolted together like that to allow me to spin this round on the lathe in order to bore out a hollow area there. Okay guys, I'm back again now. I've machined this adapter down and I've turned it around and I've machined the other side. So this is a close-up look of the other side now. This is going to be the area which I'm going to chuck, which I'm going to take this out of the lathe, take this adapter plate out of the lathe, swap these jaws over from inside turning jaws to outside turning jaws, and then turn this round and chuck this in the lathe, chuck this up in the lathe, so that my motor end shield can be bolted to this piece on the opposite side and then machined down. Back in a second. Okay guys, these are our inside turning jaws which I've taken them out of the chuck, and these are our outside turning jaws which are slightly different comparing the two. See, they're different and are designed for turning things with large radius. For example, we want to turn something which has a radius size of that size, the outer size. These jaws allow this to be mounted into here securely to be able to do that operation. And for turning narrow items such as this, you would use the inside jaws, which are, they chuck onto there like that, 3 of them. So you get the idea. I'm sure if you're looking at this video you'll know all about lathes and things, so no need to explain there. Right, I'll move on to the next step in a second. Alright guys, my outside turning jaws have been installed onto the lathe chuck. The adapter's being chucked up well into the lathe chuck. Now I can just install my motor end shield, which is to be hollowed out. So this sits onto here like that, mounts like that. These 4 tabs here, there, and 2 underneath here have holes drilled in them. Now the motor end shield itself, these are tapped to an M4 thread on all 4 tabs, whilst these tabs on the adapter are drilled through to a 5mm size to allow a 4mm Allen screw bolt to pass through, something like this. Now these are tightened up to secure our motor end shield to the adapter plate. like so. Once this is secured, then I'm all ready to whip it round on the lathe and bore out the inside part to how it should be. So the next video coming up now will be showing this operation happening. So this is the end of this video for the time being. I hope you understand what I'm doing. If you want, you can feel free to leave a comment below or give us the thumbs up. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. Hope you had fun. Take care and thanks. Bye. Just before this video ends, this is just a quick follow-up. I've slightly changed the way this mounts to the lathe because I think it's better if these jaws here, if this part of the lathe jaws gets hold of it. So I've machined that center part down more thinner. That stem that you can see in there, I've machined it more thinner so it clears the inner part of these jaws to allow the outer part to clamp this area here where I've put my finger on. So I've got it on the lathe now set up, and the adapter plate spins central and true, which is very important. I've also drilled my mounting holes in each tab. There's 4 mounting holes like this, and they allow screws to go through. Just hold on a second. These M4 Allen screws, they allow these to go through. If I can just about get it through. You can imagine when this is not on the lathe, it'll be more easier. But these screws, they go through there, they come out of here like this, and they screw into the other part of the motor of this, which is the motor end shield that's to be bored out. So imagine we get this on the lathe like that, mounted. Those screws that I just showed you here, 4 of them come through into this part, which will be tapped to an M4 thread. These screws clamp this together solid onto the adapter plate, so that's as one part. Then I can machine this out and hollow it as the way it should be, to allow the motor windings to go in this area here, and the bearings in the center. There will be 1 bearing on each motor end shield that keeps the motor rotor in place, and the bearing shaft will come out through this area here, which is the drive shaft for the motor to drive whatever it's driving. So this is looking good so far. I will next follow this through with another video, which will be of me machining these motor end shields down and boring them out. So stay tuned, that's coming up in a couple of weeks time.